students and families. Welcome to the very first episode of At Home with APS, a series dedicated to bringing additional learning into your home. My name is Kelly Heiner, and I work in the Department of Teaching and Learning. This week, for our very first episode of At Home with APS, we are bringing you an early literacy edition for students in kindergarten and first grade. We hope that you will join us each week as we release new episodes and new content so that you can continue your learning at home with us.
Hi there, and welcome to APS at Home. My name is Donna McConnell. I'm a reading specialist in the Department of Teaching and Learning. We are so excited you joined us today for our very first episode of APS at Home. Each episode will feature a variety of early literacy activities designed and delivered by Arlington Public School teachers. Students will play oral word games, engage in shared reading, and participate in an interactive read aloud. Each episode will also feature a family literacy tip. We hope you and your children will join us each week. We look forward to learning with you at home with APS.
We're going to start with making rhymes. The category is things or people at school. Things or people at school. I'm going to say a nonsense word like feature. It's not feature, teacher. Are you ready to try? All right, let's go. Zybrary.
It's not Zybrary, it's library.
Good job, library. Dinciple.
It's not Dinciple, it's principal.
Wincels.
It's not wincels, it's pencils.
Snooks.
It's not snooks, it's books.
You're right, books. Fizzers.
It's not fizzers, it's scissors.
Good job, scissors. Jayons.
It's not jayons, it's crayons.
Good job, everybody. Okay, now we're going to work on blending syllables. I'm going to say the syllables. You repeat the syllables and then blend them together to make the word, and then tell me how many syllables are in the word. Okay, let's try it. Insect.
Insect. Insect. Two.
2 syllables. Good job. All right, let's go again. Afraid.
Afraid. Afraid. 2.
Good job. Blister.
Blister. Blister. 2.
2. Good job. Mountain.
Mountain. Mountain. 2.
All right. Children.
Children. Children. 2.
2. Eagle.
Eagle. Eagle. 2.
2. Last one, everybody. Candy.
Candy. Candy. 2.
Way to go. I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Great job.
Cookies Week by Cindy Ward and Tommy DePaula. In Cookies Week, Cookie gets into some mischief every day. Let's read to see what Cookie does to get himself into mischief. In this level book, we will see words that have the silent E at the end, telling the vowel to say its long sound. We'll also see vowel teams, 2 vowels that come next to each other in a word and make one of the 2 vowels say their long sound. We will also see words that we can use the strategy of taking words apart, looking inside a long word for smaller parts we know to help us solve the long word. Cookies Week. There goes Cookie. Cookies Week. On Monday, Cookie fell in the toilet. There was water, and there's one of those long words that we can take apart. I see a part I know. I see the part where. Now I can cover up the part where and look at the beginning. I recognize a part of that word is very. If I put the E in front, it becomes every. So I can put the two parts together, everywhere. Now I'm going to go back and reread to smooth it out. There was water everywhere. On Tuesday, Cookie knocked a plant off the... There's another one of those long words. I see a little part I know. I see this little part ill. If I add the S in front, it becomes sill. Now I can look at this chunk. I see a part I know in this chunk. I see win. Windowsill. Windowsill. Cookie knocked a plant off the windowsill. There was dirt everywhere. On Wednesday, Cookie, another one of those longer words, but I do see two parts I know. The first part is up. The second part is set. When I put them together, I get upset. That means knocked over. Cookie upset the trash can. There was garbage everywhere. On Thursday, Cookie got stuck in a kitchen drawer. There were pots and pans and dishes everywhere. On Friday, Cookie ran into the closet before the door closed. There were clothes everywhere. On Saturday, Cookie climbed the curtains. And Cookie went everywhere. Tomorrow is Sunday. What do you think Cookie will do on Sunday? There's one of those words. We can find two parts we know in this word. The first part works like a word I know. It works like play. So if I change the beginning sound from play to may, I get the chunk may. When I cover that first part, I see the little word be. I can put them together to get maybe Cookie will rest. Do you think Cookie is going to rest? How do you know that Cookie is not going to rest? Can you see where Cookie is looking? What might Cookie be thinking? Let's turn the page and see. Uh-oh.
Hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to read you Sticks, written and illustrated by Diane Alber. Sticks is a popsicle that accidentally melts and becomes just a plain stick. Sticks has a really hard time adjusting to his new normal, but with a little help from his friends, he soon realizes that everything happens for a reason. This story begins on a hot summer day when a cold, tasty treat began melting away. It was so very hot, and it happened so quick, what once was a popsicle was now a stained stick. Deep in a puddle that was getting quite sticky. The sad little stick cried and felt rather icky. I should not have gone out when it was so hot. I was sweet and amazing, but now I am not. What can I do? This has all gone so wrong. I'm just a plain stick. Oh, where do I belong? Then Stick heard a voice from way up in a tree. Hello down there. You can come hang with me. I couldn't help hearing what you have been through. My name is Twig, and I'm made of wood too. Please do not cry and just listen to me. Before a sweet popsicle, you were part of a tree. There's so much in this world for you to explore. You will get through this and be more than before. Twig quickly jumped down from the very tall tree and said, Stick, there is something I'd like you to see. Sometimes things happen, and the reasons aren't clear, but give it some time, and the answers appear. She knew her friend Pencil could draw something grand. Hopefully he could help Stick understand. I was once a stick too, and nothing much more. But then one special day, I got a gray core. I didn't know how to draw, so I swirled a nice line, and then I discovered I'd made a design. You are amazing. Can't you see? I'm just a stained stick. My only talent was melting too quick. I cannot draw or do a fun trick. I'll always be just an icky, sticky stick. Twig knew she needed to show Stick even more, something amazing that he could not ignore. So they went to see Brush. He was once lost too, but now he could paint with red, yellow, and blue. Brush was a plain stick and nothing much more. But one special day, he got bristles galore. Look at him now. Look at all he can do. He easily made that fun splatter crew. It is true what Twig said. I was once just like you. Please don't be afraid to try something new. I know you are scared. I can tell by your face. But it might take some time to find your right place. Have you ever been afraid to try something new? Yeah, me too. We know just how Stick feels. We believe in you. Can't you see? I'm just a stained stick. My only talent was melting too quick. I cannot paint or do a fun trick. I'll always be just an icky, sticky stick. Listen to me, you are pretty great. Don't say I can't. Say I can and celebrate. I know you have not been a plain stick before. You now have the chance to be something much more. Twig saw that Stick was still very upset, so she thought they should go back to where they first met. Back at the sweet puddle of sugary goo, Twig thought Stick might find a good clue. Then Twig looked up. It's been there all along. That little stick house could be where you belong. Twig was excited. She ran up the tree and shouted to Stick, Hurry up! Follow me! Stick couldn't believe Twig had climbed up so high. I've never climbed a tree, and I'm too scared to try. Just then, a bluebird flew down to the ground and lifted Stick up without making a sound. The bird placed him gently in the last open space. Finally, Stick found his new happy place. This is where I belong. I can make art in a tree. It was quite a journey, but I'm glad to be me. Stick never forgot that one hot summer day and was glad that his popsicle melted away. He had made some true friends and beautiful tree art, and learned it's never too late to have a fresh start. Did you like this book? If you did, share the story of sticks with someone in your family and tell them why you loved it. So the one thing I wanted to bring you today is something to share with parents and families about how we can really help students think about their letters and their sounds. As you know, two biggest predictors of reading success is the alphabetic principle, which is really letters and the sounds that they make, and phonemic awareness, which is your child's understanding about how the sounds in words work together. So I wanted to show you a couple of things you can do at home with the things you have lying around that will help support both the alphabetic principle and your students' phonemic awareness. So for example, this is just a box from Amazon, and when we think about the word box, we can think about the sounds that begin the word box. B. We can think about the sound that ends the word box. X. And we can actually have children name all the sounds they hear in the word box. B. X. And when we think about the sounds, we're really thinking about phonemic awareness. If we want to add the letters and the sounds, we simply show kids the image of the letter. So for example, B, X are the three letters that represent the sound box. So having students listen and label with letters some of the things that they have around the house is one really good way to support the alphabetic principle. If you have other items lying around the house, I'm sure if you're like me, we have way too many junk food things in our house right now, but you can use the letters and words that your children see on the items at the breakfast table or the things that they see in their freezer to help support the alphabetic principle and phonemic awareness. So for example, in the word kicks, we have three letters. You can ask children to name other words that begin and or end with those letters and those sounds. You can also play word games. So for example, bagel bites, both of those words start with the letter B and they both start with the B sound. You can challenge your children to think of words that begin with the same letters and begin with the same sounds. So for example, crazy cat or silly Sam would be good fun games to play to help support both the alphabetic principle and phonemic awareness.
Parents, we invite you to take a picture or video of whatever learning you and your child are doing at home and tag us on whatever social media outlet you prefer using the hashtag @HomeWithAPS. You know, kindergartners and first graders, I see two sight words or snap words in our hashtag @HomeWithAPS. Can you find what those two words might be and share them with a family member? So until next week's episode, we ask that you stay safe, stay healthy, Arlington, and we look forward to seeing you next week for another edition of At Home with APS.